What's up, y'all? It's GMrDrew. You are watching the Andrew Glowczewski Experience, episode 42. Heaven is the New Hello, part 5. If you recall this one, got we finished up the shading last night. Here's a little fresh reminder of the leathery wings that we did. We did the arms, but the arms is all the way out on the side. Like, they ain't really doing much. They ain't gonna really be much. It's not the focus. We just trying to focus on the words and the face here. But as far as what we're gonna do today, we're gonna shade in the banner here, and then also the pitchfork. And what else? I believe that's it. I believe that is it. So yeah, let me get this ready. It's late tonight, but I didn't want to do that. I got caught up working on the website some more today, man. I'm updated. Since I got the merch stores, I got the links in there, but I'm setting up the merch stores inside my website. So that way it makes it a whole lot easier and more convenient for you. You know, that's all I do. That's all I ever do. That's what I want to do. That's what y'all want from me. So that's what I'm gonna give you. Um, so yeah, let's get to this. I'm gonna. Where's my camera at? So that way I know where I need to keep it. Damn, it's way up there. Even though I'm working at the bottom of the page. We're gonna try to keep it there, but if it don't work out, hey. Yeah, let me turn chat on before I forget. I felt so bad this morning on this morning's episode when I forgot about chat, and then my boy JJ pulled through, and I must have missed him because he bounced before I knew it. So I'm gonna have to boot up that phone. Yeah, it's gonna take a minute for that. Yeah, so just because I was a little busy with the website, man, that's no excuse. You know what I mean? It's alright if I go to bed a little bit late today. I mean, I'm going to bed late every day anyways, right? But those aren't intentional. I just have to organize my day a little bit better. And that way I won't have to put myself in this predicament of working on, you know, stuff like this late. Okay. There we go. All right. So now I got chat pulled up. Anybody want to sneak up on me? I'm going to see them. Man, y'all won't believe this, man. I've been watching Max Dude all day. I've been trying to catch up on his episodes, and you know that man streamed for who knows how long. I think I only watched 2 episodes, and it still took all day. Like, damn, Max. Like, that's how we living. I mean, here I think I'm killing it and doing too much, and I'm doing what? I do these for about 90 minutes at night, and then in the mornings I'm doing, anywhere from 2 to 4 hours. So you're looking at 4 to 6 hour streams every day from me. There we go. Am I off camera? Shit. My bad, y'all. If I was. wonder if that's how that works. I think I figured out how to get that little bar off the bottom of the screen, man. The thing that's been blocking me from seeing the chat on this new tablet has that little user interface that's like blocking the bottom of the screen. All I did was have to like, yeah, I'm figuring it out. I'll try it again next time, and if that's how you do it, man, that's how you do it. There we go. Yeah, so this one, I can shade that in and not have to worry about it. There we go. So yeah, man, I can't believe I just been watching homie. Yeah, I'm trying to catch up on the stream, so it was like the Yo Video Games one from I think over the weekend. And then I've been watching him play the Guilty Gear betas, and that's why I've been watching him for like the last few hours. He just been tearing people up, man. Yo, that Max ain't no joke. You know, it's like I said, what turned me on to the channel was his Final Fantasy VII thing, and even though I know that his like moniker or whatever is like daily fighting games, I didn't like get into his channel through the fighting game like circuit. But I'm a huge Capcom fan, so I'm, you know what I mean, like him and I, we have that aligned. So, you know, I stick around for that. But yeah, watching him play this Guilty Gear, that's that's super interesting. You know what I mean? The last fighting game I played, cuz I stopped playing games a long time ago. The last fighting game I played was Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, um, which I still think like looked and plays like how a Marvel game should. I don't know what happened with Infinite. It seemed kind of wonky. Like you know, has good and it has bad in it. Either way. Yeah, I remember playing Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and you know, I'm an old video game head. Like I'm an old gamer. So for me, you know, we didn't have arcades and stuff growing up, or at least around where I was at. So I didn't get like the arcade experience, you know. which I'm guessing he did because I hear him talk about it from time to time. And so I just played fighter games you know, like I guess anybody would. Played Mortal Kombat 3 and Street Fighter 2 Super and all that. But yeah, man, he plays these things for real, man. Like I didn't know, growing up we didn't know that playing video games could be a profession or something that you can have a profession in. Like we were always told, my brother and I, we were always told oh, don't play too many video games and things is bad for you, da 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 da. You know what I mean? Like that age old story that everybody heard. Now here we are 10, 15 years later, motherfuckers making millions off of it. And it's like, psh, yo, you mean all I had to do was like get good at the shit? And I could have stuck with it and I could have been there. Even if it was about being knowledgeable, because I wasn't all that good, man. So I was playing like Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Ultimate, and I remember I never even thought I'd be the type of person who played like the training and the practice. I was playing that game, and I always enjoyed the one player, and then online was crazy because I get berserker clawed outside of online play. So after you do the one player arcade mode so many times, it's like, okay, you know what? Let me practice and get better with some of these characters. And then that was when I started playing the practice, and then that's probably when my PS3 crashed on me, gave me the red ring of death. Oh, did I set my alarm? Please tell me I set my timer. Of course I didn't. It's all good. I'll go for like an hour. We'll just call it an hour from now. So I'm playing. I was doing the practice room, and then, you know, like the moves in there. It's like, yeah, I ain't never gonna be able to do these. Like string together, like 20, 30 hit combos. Like I just wasn't built for it. I guess some of these guys are built for it for one reason or another. They got that hand-eye coordination and the memory to remember shit. And now I hear him talk about it, like playing this Guilty Gear, because I think it's the first fighting game since I started watching him last year. Like the first one that got released that he's like playing like this and talking about it in depth, which I love too because Guilty Gear X was one of my favorites, man. Chip Zanoff. I probably talked about that. Chip Zanoff was he's like my ultimate fighting character game. Honestly. You know what I'm saying? I was in California playing at an arcade, and there was kids at the arcade that were all like stacked around this one Guilty Gear thing, or not one, but two of them, so they could play side by side, and they were all going crazy. It was like a whole crowd. I was like, holy shit! Like somebody who never had arcades before, but I seen them in like movies and stuff. I was like, oh, this is nuts. And then I found it was crazy. I found a Guilty Gear like off to the side, and nobody was playing. I was like, how are all these people crowded around Guilty Gear, and there's not one person around this one? So for whatever reason, no one was there, and I was just like, all right, I'm gonna go play over here because I ain't trying to play with the big kids and get mollywop. I had just learned about Guilty Gear that week, and yeah, I was playing. You know, my friend had it on the PS2, so I'm playing at his place. So when we're at the arcade, I'm playing it, and yeah, man. I remember I was just playing one player, and then this kid came up next to me. He's like, "Yo, you want to play?" I was like, "All right, let's play." And then I was fucking working, homie. I don't know what his experience level is. I just know he looked at me like, "Who the fuck are you? Like how are you?" Like the man couldn't touch me. Man couldn't touch me when I'm playing Chip Zaneth. And ever since then, I was just like, "Yo, Guilty Gear is my shit." And then they came out with Zerd, or they came out with like all these weird games after XX. I call it Zex because that's what it said in the trailer or in the opening animation in there. Like the voiceover dude called it Zex. And if you ever like the word Xerox starts with an X, ends with an X, but the first X you pronounce like a Z, and then the last X you pronounce like an X. So I'm guessing XX is actually pronounced Zex. I think that's why he said it like that. I mean, that's how I always thought about it for like however many years it's been now. So since forever. But yeah, man, I fucking after Zex came out, they released some, you know, maybe like another adaptation that had like new characters or something. I remember there was like that big key sword character on the cover, and then you know there was like I think like a weird game. Either way, I kind of fell off of it, and then I didn't even know about Zerd at all. Like I fell off so hard. By the time Zerd came out, I didn't even know it existed until like way later. All right, I'm done shading the banner, so yeah, I guess I gotta get this thing. And I don't know what to do with it. Let's see. Am I on the screen? Can y'all see me? See me working on this? There we go. So yeah, I guess I'm just not made for playing fighters anymore. I don't know where like the casual circuit is anymore, man. Getting Berserker Clawed out of online and then not being able to do the combos and all that stuff, man. It's heartbreaking. There we go. There we go. Yeah, definitely get that. All right. Damn, that was a lot faster than I planned on it, man. Wonder how do I wanna do this? Do I just wanna hit the background? Nah, I said I was gonna do the letters first, right? Yeah, let me do these letters. Yeah, man, all I have for a brush to kind of do what I want right now is this brush. You see that it has like some blue tape around it. That's because years ago I was using this thing so much and I thought it had dried out. But these things cost so much money that I was like, you know what? Let me just throw some tape around it so I know this is the dried out one, and then I'll just like try it out later. And then I stopped using it for like a year or two or however long it's been. And now I was like, oh, I needed like a scrap marker for something. So I said, oh, okay, let me do this. And I started using it for scraps, and yo, this thing is like brand new. And I can't find all my other ones. I could have swore I had like a lot of these thicko black markers. But I guess not because I can't find them. I don't know, man. I for sure wouldn't have left myself without any, so I don't know where the rest of them are. It's a little disturbing. But yeah, I'm gonna have to, because I got to throw black in the background on here. And yeah, that's I don't know how is I'm gonna do that. So with, I mean, especially without this brush marker. So let me use this one and just pray that it works. You know, I bought these new brushes, you know, because I saw Jung Gi using them, and I finally cracked one open to start testing it out because I thought I might be able to ink this one, this piece with it. I was like, all right, let me try it out, and it didn't test out so well. Let me see where are my tests. There we go. So I don't know if you guys can see it in the corner here. So I did this test and it looks a little washed out. And not that that's a problem. I really don't care about that. Like, it's dope anyways. Like, I like this brush, but I don't like it for this paper. I tested it out on the sketchbook to see how it would work. It didn't, and I did this third. I did this one second. This is the back of some mat board, you know, because I do my own matting. So, you know, if you go to my God level tier on my Patreon, you can get some matted artwork by me. You know, I'll do that for you. Um, but yeah, you see here, it's actually like the same thickness and same kind of result almost, but it worked. It worked out better here because the first place I tested it was on just a regular piece of printing paper, you know, 8.5 by 11, and I tested it there. And this was like the first time, so you could see like when the ink was coming out. And then I tried it over here with all this stuff, but it bled. It bleeds like a motherfucker on this paper, and I was like, ooh, this that wet. So that's why I pulled out the mat board because it's a whole lot thicker. It could absorb some ink a whole lot better. But yeah, it still didn't do it perfect. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to keep this one on reserve anytime I do some nice illustration board shit. So yeah, man, you go to my Patreon, you get that God level tier um, patronage uh, from me, and yeah, man, I can't wait to use that brush. I mean, in the meantime, I'm just gonna fill out this book, and I can't use it in this book. I mean, I guess I can, but I can't trust it to, you know, try to stay clean, like how I be doing all these joints here. I try to keep them clean, man. So yeah. So I'm gonna bust out this old one and pray that it holds up long enough to at least get like block in like some big pieces. But yeah, we'll see. What, I got 40 minutes left? It shouldn't take 40 minutes to do this. So I guess we just moving on then. Let's start down here. Camera, we good? Yeah. So yeah, this an old brush right here, man. I just set it down for a little bit, started using it again, and I saw all this fresh ink flowing out of it. I said, oh hell nah. So I think the problem I've been having with my extra small micro pens is probably the same thing as this. Where it's like the end piece, the actual brush itself is probably just a little tired, it's a little worn out, and it just needs some time to rest and for the ink to fill in and to get it, you know what I mean? So I'll probably just set those to the side. Or like have them put them like face down in the thing so I know not to grab those ones. Yeah. Let me just do this for now. There we go. The only thing I don't know is like this is what I'm gonna do around these tattoos. I don't know if I want to like give them a little bit of leeway. Yeah, probably stay away from those for now. There we go. So yeah, I'm just giving this stuff because I'm gonna probably what I'm thinking is use the pencils. I'll probably use like some gray markers to get closer to it, but because that's not gonna be a smooth gradation, I'll probably grab like a black color pencil or something, and really fade around that. You know. You know. Oh yeah, am I getting up? Almost getting off camera here. Yeah. There we go. There we go. There we go. Connect that. Alright. Let's go over here and get this. There we go. Now, same thing that I did with the man, I wonder if I should get right up on those letters. I mean, I probably can with black ink, but maybe not with this brush. See what I'm saying? Maybe not get right up on them, but I'll grab some other pens and get close and get right up on those letters. There we go. Yeah, see, man. See all the ink that's coming out of here. So yeah, man. Next time you think your brush is out of ink, maybe it just needs like a quick, quick breather. Find like a bag or a pouch or drawer or something, a place for you to keep all your old brushes that you think are done. Because one day you gonna need them, and you're gonna crack them open, and you're gonna be like, I don't know what's about to happen, and there they go, man, working like brand new. Yeah, same thing. Stay away from those letters with this fat brush, but I'll get to them. Oh shit, that's the other horn. That's right. Hell yeah. Do this. There we go. Yeah. All right. So we got everything. Oh no, not everything. go. All right. Now I believe we got everything boxed in, so let me start. See, now I wonder if this is where I want to use the other brush. This joint. I mean, because it's coming out gray. I mean, why not, man? I said I was going to use it. I did the hard part. I mean, I may not use it on the rest of this. Maybe I will, though. I gotta, you gotta test things out, man. You know, if you know me, I do it live. So, yeah, let me start to compare inks, because these inks are coming from different places, too, man. But a brush like this can cover way more ground and provide a little bit of texture instead of just, a flat. There we go. Hell yeah, man. It's so exciting, man. Start using a new tool. But you see, this is where this tool kind of scares me, and why I don't want to use it too much in this sketchbook is you see how it's already bleeding in on the back side of this paper. I definitely don't want to catch these, so let me do this real quick. I'm gonna throw this paper down, at least protect, a good amount. Whatever. But yeah, so it's dope, man. I like that it's not solid black too. I like that I got a little bit of that, some ink texturing in there. Make it look a little fluid. You know what I mean? If this was digital, you could just fill with a single color. Call it a day. Which reminds me, man, this is going to this artwork here is going on t-shirts and stuff like that. So if you're digging this, you gotta hit up my website, GMrDrew.art, and there's links in there to I like I was saying earlier, I was working on my website today by adding my merch stores to it. So I do have uh, links to my merch store on my website, but it's not finished completely yet. So right now it's just like, whatever it is. Dang. Yeah, this brush can be sexy right here, man. This shit got me feeling like I'm Jung Gi himself. What's crazy is that man uses this brush without any pencils. Like, he just do the shit. That man just started drawing. That's a true master. I could only hope to ever get there one day. But I was always, ever since I started using those brush markers, I've been trying to find brush pens to use. So this was kind of perfect, man. Um, I need to look into getting inks, like colored inks, and then just get some brushes, and maybe not necessarily leave the brush game behind, but give the brushes a break, man. Plus, it'll probably save on money too. I mean, I'm sure the material itself, especially for some good ones, actually costs some money. But I think for like what you're getting and what in return might actually be worth it. Like the quality of the ink that you're gonna be getting, the amount of it that you're paying per fluid ounce or however it's sold. And then it's ink that's not being packaged. You know what I mean? In a in a brush, uh, a marker, brush cap marker thing. You know what I'm trying to say? It's not like a Copic. It's gonna be in a bottle. I mean, the thing that I would look forward to is being able to regulate it with water, almost like watercolors. Probably exactly like watercolors. Ooh, look at this. Oh, you gon' get it. Yeah, let me get down here before I go up there. Yeah, and the reason why I'm so attracted to brushes is because of the variation in width, and that's where I think like Copics and even the Faber Castells that I use, where they kind of are limited. You have to like try so hard in order to try to get the width out of them. But just a regular brush, like a painting brush or inking brush, like they're so fine. And then you could just like smush them and get like them thick old lines. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Trying to make sure I keep my hand off that ink because I don't know how wet this stuff is. Like I said, it's my first time using it. Y'all catching this live right now. So I could smush my hand against that ink over there and it's still wet and then leave a whole smudge print going across on the right side of this art. I start crying myself to sleep. Plus I have the added bonus of having the microphone in between me and my hand over here. Just making it that much more. go. That's also why I start in the lower right corner, is to make sure that there's no wet ink, you know, in where my hand will be going. This is so exciting. I mean, it's the same technique that I would use if this was a brush marker, but it's not a brush marker, and I'm looking at how wet this ink is. I'm curious to see what it's gonna look like tomorrow after it's like dry. If it grays out, I mean, hell, that might even be better. Okay. Oh yeah, y'all missing out. Sorry. Hell yeah. Now, something that I noticed when I watch Jung Gi is he'll use some, he uses gray tones, of course, when he's inking and stuff. He'll use grays. I wonder if he's using this brush. I'll have to, like, watch his Super Andes some more and actually, like, focus and pay attention. I know in the last one, not the most recent one, because I'm probably behind by an episode or two right now. Um, he, uh, he wasn't using this brush. He was using a different one. And I was like, okay, all right, that's what's up. There we go. Whew. I'm loving this. See, like, this brush probably would have been better to ink this area instead of the other one, just because I get a little more variance out of this. Faber-Castell has a brush. It's identified by they call it a SB, B as in boy, or beta or something. Um, or Bravo. Anyway, they SB. I don't know what the initials stand for, but that has to be my ultimate favorite because it mimics this experience of this kind of brush the most, where it's a longer brush and it has a lot of vary to it. But and needless to say, it being my favorite brush, I used the hell out of that brush when I first got it. I said, "This is what I've been waiting for my whole life, man." And then what ended up happening is it didn't dry up or nothing, and I don't think they sold it on its own, or maybe it was just more expensive to buy it by the pack, so I would just keep buying the pack in order to get that one brush. So I kind of overstocked on the other brushes, which is fine, man. You know, I use all of the brushes anyways. If you look at my artwork, you go to my Instagram, GMrDrew on Instagram, you look at everything on there. It varies what brush I'm gonna use depending on the work that I'm doing. You know what I mean? This piece is 8.5 by 13, or 8.5 by 13.5. No, 8.5 by 13. And yeah, so what I do varies depending on the artwork. There we go. Kind of get this bottom area down here. I wonder if I want to do this like that or not. Probably not. Let me just get down here. But yeah, the SB, man. The SB, the Faber Castell SB brush. I mean, that's ideal for me. And I knew that was when I knew, like, okay, I need to look into brushes. I need to look into getting my own ink. I need to look into doing that, so that way I can have a proper brush. Um, Even when I watercolor painted, if you look at my paintings from years ago, all the watercolors I did, dollar store, dollar store brand watercolors, probably dollar store brand brushes, which I don't need to tell you how garbage those are. So if you look at my work from back then, please don't judge it too harshly. the you know I'm very well aware of the quality of things. You know, it's once I know where to yeah, once I get the money to buy quality stuff, man, I get it. You know, The problem is like I'm talking about getting quality brushes and quality inks. That's less expensive than a quality computer. So I'm more likely to like get get new technology and all that other stuff because I mean, honestly, this is where my passion lies. And I've been looking at my uploads from this new tablet, and you know, it even though the video is the same quality, it's like 720 or something, and I you know, that you don't need to tell me that 720 isn't 1080, you know what I'm saying? Or it's not 4K if motherfuckers is streaming 4K these days. I don't even know yet. But I'm well aware of, you know, the quality not being there. But something that I'm noticing from this tablet versus the old one is the screen isn't stretched out anymore. I hated that because I would watch the video live and it would everything would look good, and then once I uploaded it, all of a sudden it looks stretched out, and it's like why was it doing that? And then I couldn't like play with the settings at all to make sure it didn't do that. That's why I would probably need a computer so that way I could do some of that post production or take care of stuff like that. But then I got this tablet, and then ba boom. Yeah, I mean, yeah, let me get this. Am I still on camera? Yeah, I had to check because I'm at the tippy top. Oh yeah, now that this tip is wet, I can get I can get that really thin line now. There we go. Hell yeah. I'm so glad I did this tonight, man. I stayed up late for y'all. But it's worth it, man. This is so worth it. You know, just being out of my mind, tired, ready to pass out, testing a new brush. I mean, this is a good time right now, man. Ooh, shit. Look at these long lines. I'm cutting across the entire camera with these, boy. Look at me cutting across the frame. Damn. I love this shit. Oh shit. And there it go, man. Get these little. Hell yeah, man. Perfect timing too, man. You hear that alarm going off? That's my bed calling me, son. So yeah, finish the shading. Here, let me shut this off. So we finished the shading. Not only did we do that, but we got around to inking. And look at this ink work. I can't wait to tighten up. I can't wait to tighten this up, man. When we pick this up tomorrow, after all this dries, I'll show you how much this bled through on the backside, man, because I'm kind of curious myself. But look at this, beautiful. And then yeah, of course we're gonna go in there with the inks, ink everything else up, go in there with the markers, render this thing out, and then probably finish off with some color pencils. And yeah, man, I can't wait to be done with this one and move on because I got some ideas, man. I still got some shit that I want to do. This is part of the reason why I wanted to do this shit, and I want to rush through this thing tonight, but I don't want to rush through it, but I want to rush through it. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so I want to thank you all again for watching. If you make it to the end of these videos, man, you are a saint. I want to thank you for watching another episode of the Andrew Glowczewski Experience. This is episode 42. Heaven is the New Hello, part 5. So, you know, we moving up. I'm GMrDrew. GMrDrew on all socials. GMrDrew.art is my website. I just updated it this past week twice. So go check it out. It's on some new shit and it's looking hot and it's looking dope, and I'm doing nothing but trying to deliver the best for you and everybody. So go there and enjoy that. Let me know what you think. You know what I mean? And yeah, man. Love you all. Good night.